Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Favi, and welcome to Arrow's DIY. This channel, I do high-end dupes, Dollar Tree DIYs, and thrift flips. Today, I'm going to be showing you 3 DIYs that may be good for your late summer to early fall home decor. These DIYs are easy to do if you like farmhouse or shabby chic home decor. There's a chance for 2 lucky winners to win 2 calendars that I'm showing here in celebration for Brenda's new challenge, the Bloom and Grace challenge that I'm co-hosting this month. This month the theme is peonies or peonies, whatever. Now for DIY number 1, I'm going to show you how to make these peonies from the Dollar Tree less sad. Over time I've collected many peonies or peonies, however you say it, and as you can see they vary in color. So I'm going to pick this color for the fall, early fall decor. Now, if you look at the peony, the pretty flower, I'm going to call it, on the left, it's pretty sad. So we're going to make it a little more peony-like, a little more full. So what I did was I just deconstructed it by pulling off that green piece in the back, and we're just going to separate the petals in size order. So you'll notice that some peonies have more of one size than the other, so just separate them, and then once you do that, just take that middle part, the nicest middle part, and then you're going to put 3 of each size back on there, and there you go. It's that easy to make a peony. It takes about 3 Dollar Tree pretty flowers to make one decent looking peony. So once you're happy with the size, you can go ahead and hot glue that green piece back on, but I just popped it back on. See the difference? The peony on the left is toppling over in shame. It's so sad. Now for DIY number 2, I'm going to take these 2 candle holders that I got at Goodwill, and I love the decorative features on here. I'm definitely going to do something for the holidays. Stay tuned. Something a little different. But today I'm going to dress it up for fall. So what I did was I took some burlap, and I got this burlap at Walmart. And I'm just going to go ahead and wrap that around this candlestick about 1.5 times. And then we're going to cut it to the height of the candle holder. So once I have that piece cut out, I go ahead and I roll this candle holder loosely in the burlap, and I love the way those frayed edges are falling on that bottom part of the candle holder. Now I'm going to take some twine, and I'm just going to wrap it around 5 times, and then I'm just going to knot it twice. Now I'm just going to take the top part, and I'm going to push it down a little bit just so it's right under that top part of the candle holder, and I'm going to tie that off with some twine as well. Now basically I'm just using the twine to accentuate every curve on the candle holder, kind of like how we use a belt to accentuate the curves of a woman and the figure. We're doing the same thing for this candle holder. So now I love the way it's looking. It's looking super shabby. It's looking very rustic to me, and I like it. Now I am going to give it a little haircut in a little bit, but first we're going to add some leaves. So I go ahead and I hot glue this part. I didn't want to hot glue the other parts because like I said earlier, I want to do something special for the holidays for these candle holders. So I'm going to go ahead and hot glue it to the burlap. And I hot glued 2 of those leaves right there at the bottom there, as you can see. Now I'm just going to take our big, happy, pretty flower, and we're going to stick it onto the side here using hot glue. Now I give it a little bit of a haircut, and I really like how it's coming out. Now I could have stopped here, but I don't know if you do this when you craft, but I just felt like I needed to add more. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys do this? Do you guys continue adding stuff to your projects when there's no one to tell you to stop? So I go ahead and I stick a little leaf in that little edge there. And then I end up putting some more leaves at the top on the corner there. But I do like how it comes out. I think it's like super romantic. So these leaves that I'm adding now are from the peonies themselves, the same ones. But I noticed that the sunflowers, these burlap sunflowers from the Dollar Tree, had these really cool leaves with a little bit of a purple burgundy trim, which I thought is perfect for my fall colors. My fall colors are all over the place. I could not choose. I love all of the florals. So like I said, this is the Bloom with Grace challenge hosted by Monner's Market. It's Brenda and co-hosted by myself, Favi, over at Arrows DIY. Now she named her channel Monner because that's what her grandchildren call her, and she's super sweet. She does lots of farmhouse DIYs. She does really quick tutorials under 1 minute, and she has just recently become a chalk couture extraordinaire. So be sure to check out her channel when you have a chance. I'll leave her link in the description below. There's a whole group of talented creators that also participated in this challenge. The playlist link is in the description below. Now for DIY number 3, I'm going to make a wreath. Now these are one of the mini wreath forms from the Dollar Tree. And this is the same wreath form I used in the spring when I made my tulip wreath. I can link that above if you want to check that out. But basically, I like reusing my wreath forms because it's cost effective and I change my decor out all the time. My style is very eclectic. So as you can see there, I took some twine, knotted it, and wrapped it around about 3 inches around that wreath form at the top. Secured it with hot glue in the back and added a leaf in the back just to hold that hot glue in place. Now I take another piece of burlap and I just cut it down. I think this piece is about 10 inches by 5 inches in width and length. Now I'm gonna lay the burlap and then I'm gonna cut a slit down the center. I'm gonna fold it over, and now I'm gonna go ahead and use a leaf. I put hot glue on both sides of the leaf to help the burlap attach to the wire wreath form. Now I'm gonna take some of the twine and make 2 knots at 2 different spots. This is just gonna help give more security when we go and add our picks. They'll have something more to hold on to. So then I went ahead and I double knotted them on both sides. Once that was secure, I went ahead and gave our burlap a little tiny trim, not a full haircut, a little trim. And now we're gonna go ahead and use this. This was Dollar Tree's pumpkin maple. That's what they called this thing. But I thought it was super fun. I love the colors, and I'm going to make this super fun wreath as you saw at the beginning. So I took the pumpkin maple. Anyways, the one that had the pumpkin on it, I took that one. And then I cut that off and shoved it in that corner there. Now I am weaving these picks in. So I put them in on one side at the outer portion of the wreath form, and then I bring it in to the middle portion of the wreath form, and then I secured it to the burlap at the bottom. So I'm going to show you in a second what I do, but I pretty much did that for all of these flowers. All of these flowers are from the Dollar Tree, as well as the wheat. The sweet pick, I'm going to show you here. I put it in through the outer ring, and then I weave it in through the back, and then the tip I shove into the burlap. Now I couldn't decide where to put this peony. I know usually people like to make their wreaths bottom heavy, but on my channel I do lots of unique stuff. I don't do things that normal people do. And on that note, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Thanks. Because I have so much fun creating, and wreaths really should be fun. They don't have to be so fussy and serious. Now I'm taking this pine cone and I'm using twine to attach it on because I just don't think that pine cones hot glue very well. So I'm gonna go ahead and tie it there. It's not going anywhere, trust me. And now I'm gonna take this little pumpkin, and I decided to add some twine in all of the little grooves to give it that rustic, earthy feature. I really like how it looks. Now I'm gonna make a little bow. So I basically tie this jute twine around 2 fingers 15 times, then I cut it. I do that twice. Now I'm gonna take another piece of jute twine and I'm gonna run it through the center of both of these circles, and I'm going to make a knot. Then I'm going to take another piece of jute twine and I'm going to run it through the middle. Wrap it around 4 times through the middle of these 2 loops. And that's just gonna make the perfect little rustic shabby bow for the top of our pumpkin here. And I love how those two little circles stay open. It gives it that whimsical feel. So I really like this little detail on this wreath. So I go ahead and I just put it on the maple leaf, the blue maple leaf, because I felt like the colors really contrast here and it'll make the little pumpkin pop. So just be careful here when you're assembling those berries, because a berry definitely popped off. And now I'm going to secure the wreath with more jute twine. So I just go ahead and I knot the jute twine at different spots all over this wreath. I think it's this week where I show you how I weave it in. Okay, there you go. So I apologize for it being out of frame here, but as you can see, I push it in through the outer portion of the wire, and then I bring it back in and I kind of push it into the burlap at the bottom. That way it's locked into place. This wreath is going to be inside of my home, so I'm not worried about it coming apart, because I'm going to hang it probably in my kitchen most likely. But if it were to go outside, I would definitely use something more secure, like tons of hot glue or some zip ties or more jute twine. But I like how it came out. It's super fun, super colorful. It's the perfect end of summer, beginning of fall wreath. I will make another fall wreath for sure. I'll make another fall wreath. And then I'm just gonna top it off with my favorite ribbon from the Dollar Tree. My favorite ribbon from the Dollar Tree is gonna just be at the top of this wreath. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you like this? Which one was your favorite DIY? Leave it in the comments below to be entered into the calendar giveaway. There's 2 lucky winners, so don't be discouraged. There's more chances for more people to win. So just let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite DIY today. And that's all you gotta do. Hit that like button and you're entered into the giveaway. On my channel, I love to do high-end dupes, Dollar Tree DIYs, and thrift flips. So go ahead, hit that like button if you like this video. If you want to see more of what I make in this house, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I also have a buy me a coffee account that I use to buy craft supplies and keep my marriage intact. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, bye friends.